So I know y'all see this plate.
Just wanna be your girl.
Hey babes, welcome to a new video. My name is Shay. If you are new here, if you are returning, hey girl, hey, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in as always. So this is another cooking and conversations video, and I'm super hyped to make this video today because I am making one of my favorite dishes, something I've never made before, but I am a fiend for every time I go outside and they got it on the menu. I am making me some lobster tails with mashed potatoes, some zucchini and squash as like a side green, and then also making me some asparagus too, because we're still watching what we eat and we need to make sure we're adding more greens, even though we're doing a little bit of indulgence today, okay? But today is such a luxury meal and we have to have the best topic today. So we are going to be talking about leveling up our life, friendships, and just life in general when you are trying to elevate yourself. But yeah, y'all, if you have made it to this part of the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into the food because that's what we're here for real. I'm gonna set my oven to 400 degrees, and then we're gonna get into. So the first thing we need for this meal is the potatoes. So I am gonna make mashed potatoes with this. My boyfriend is gonna go ahead and peel these for me to make the job a little bit faster. But peel your potatoes and then we're gonna chop them up and everything so that we can get them in the pot boiling while we prep everything else. Okay, so y'all know I love to put salt and chicken bouillon in the water. So I just put some chicken bouillon and some salt in the water just so that it has some flavor, and then we're gonna let that boil up, and while we let that boil up, we are gonna go chop our potatoes now that they're done peeling. So this meal alone should just tell you guys what era I am in my life. Like, I have been trying to, for a while, I have been trying to find myself and find out what makes me truly happy. And I feel like when you pour into yourself, and that means like truly pour into yourself, I feel like that's when you'll start to realize that you're becoming a happier person in life. And the beautiful thing about life is that luxury is subjective per person. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to mean bags and shoes and, you know, money for certain people. For me, I feel like luxury is freedom of choice. I feel like luxury is eating my favorite meals on the night that I feel like it. I feel like luxury is being able to do something at the drop of a dime. Right now, I just feel like I'm just so grateful for everything that I have. Even though there's so much that I want, I'm in a life of just basking in what I have, and my life just like feels so much more luxurious. I am truly doing what I love to do. Like, I really don't think you guys understand. Like, when I say freedom of choice, like when I'm just gonna give you guys an example, right? So this is a great analogy because this, even though to the average person this may not feel like it's a luxury, and it may not necessarily be a luxury, but something that I feel like I've learned in my life is to do what you really want. And when I say that, I mean, like, before me and my boyfriend moved to this place, we were searching for places. We went and toured a lot of places. We probably toured about 6 or 7 places, including this place that we currently live at now. And when we first toured this place, this is probably like the 2nd or 3rd place that we ended up seeing. And from the time we got here and we saw the unit, we kept saying, this is our favorite place. This is our favorite place. This is our favorite place. And there were so many things that we were just like going back and forth on with the other places, like either the price or another amenity or something like that. And you know what, we were just like, when it came to our other lease, we had ended the lease with our other place. We were paying month to month, so we were paying a lot more money than what the average person in a lease would pay. Like, for example, our rent, let's just say our normal rent is $2,000. With the month to month, we were paying like $2,400. You get what I'm saying? So it was a lot of money, but we were willing to sit and wait for exactly what we wanted, which was this spot. Not only did waiting allow us to get the perfect unit, but we were also able to like really like weigh out our options while we were waiting. We were able to completely like cross everything off the board as far as what we want. Like, we have everything that we could have ever imagined here in this unit, and we're so grateful. And I just feel like my life has upgraded so much because I actually waited for what I wanted, and I didn't settle for reasons that people may normally settle, like my lease was ending, or you know, the price wasn't exactly what I wanted, or whatever the case may be. We chose to get what we really wanted because at the end of the day, I feel like we're happier. I'm not to say that we wouldn't have been happy in whatever we would have chosen, but just knowing that this was my first choice and I got that because I set standards for myself, like, that was a 10 out of 10 decision, and that's something that I've been learning that makes me feel luxurious in my life. Like, I feel like getting what I want, getting things that are of more quality makes your life feel like you are elevating or you're going up a level, you know? But let's get into this mashed potatoes because I'm pretty sure this water is boiling. I picked up these lobster tails at Kroger, and I defrosted them throughout the day. They were a little bit frozen, but I kept them in the fridge just to defrost. And I'm so excited to indulge them. They look so good. I chose the fattiest ones. So we're just gonna clean our lobster. Is it still frozen? No, it's just hard. It's a shell. Shay, calm your ass. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good already. Like, it smells like what I want. I'm so excited. But yeah, let me wash the lobster and like cut off all the little tentacles and stuff, and let's get back into it. Okay, so this is the fun part, y'all. We are going to cut. All right, y'all, so we finally got the lobster all together. This was so much harder than I expected. I will definitely insert the clip of me struggling with this lobster, but I did not expect it to be that hard. But now we got them out the shell, and we are going to season them. I'm gonna show you guys what I put in the seasoning. I saw somebody else make it, and I know I can make it because I kind of do this when I make my chicken, so. Gonna add a good amount. Sazón. Oh. So the mixture that I just made, I'm going to take it and lather it all over the lobster. And I mean, like, nicely lather it on there. And I also want to put some on the bottom because I'm black and I like my food seasoned. I'm sorry, like, I don't want season on the top and not the bottom. We gotta do both. So take the bottom, put that on there, on the top. I'm gonna do the same with the next one. Pull her up real quick. Get some seasoning on here. And then we're gonna do the top once again. They look so pretty, and they still gonna pop right into the oven. Right now, I am holding off putting that lobster in the oven because I want to make sure everything is timed perfectly. I'm gonna wait for the mashed potatoes to be done cooking so that I can like make the mashed potatoes while that's in the oven, and then like get the asparagus and stuff going. But y'all, I just wanted to get into the next topic on like ways of elevating your life. And it's like so crazy how like your frontal lobe really doesn't develop until you're 25 or older, because like I'm a Libra. So I attract people, and I noticed that about myself. And I'm not saying that in a cocky way in any way, shape, or form. I'm just being honest. Like, I attract people, I make friends very easily. But, you know, even though this is something that like I kind of always done in my life, I intentionally do it now. So like, I vet the people that I consider my friends. I truly like don't consider you my friend. First of all, we had to hang out a couple of times, and also I have to see your vibe has to align with mine in some type of way. And I'm not like one of those girls who's like, oh, you have to match my aesthetic. That's weird. No. But I mean that like you have to have a specific amount of decorum to you to be considered my friend. I understand people come from multiple different walks of earth. And me myself, I'm from Brooklyn. Like, girl, Canarsie, Brooklyn is where I was raised. And I used to go to Brownsville on the weekends to go see my moms. So I know, but regardless of where you come from, that does not mean that you cannot hold yourself to a certain standard. Because listen, I have friends that I still have to this day that lived in the projects in Brownsville, and their life is up. And they have decorum. They have couth, okay? Like, we are ladies. We are over 25. We need to act like it. I understand life happens. I don't judge my friends for life happens, but the way that you do life and the way that you do life can sometimes affect how things happen and what happens to you. Period. When it comes to the people that you have that are in your circle, like, I just want to have some type of alignment with that morals, standards, decorum field. And I feel like definitely vetting people out in my life has weaned out all of the people that I really like. And it honestly, along the way, it kind of hurts to me. Because again, I'm a Libra. So we thrive by friendships. But I've had to come to realize that not all friendships serve me. So learning that has definitely elevated my life, because when you have certain type of friends that don't serve you, what do? They cause stress in your life. And it's not even something you may not realize. Like, but if a friend is calling you, and every time that you pick up the phone for that friend, you feel like a bad vibe, or you feel like, I know this is gonna drain my energy type vibe, maybe that's not the person to be having around. And it's a hard pill to swallow, it truly is, because again, this is something that actually just recently happened to me. But now going through emotions, I realize why that relationship no longer served me. And I'm cool. Like, my life has just been stress-free, and the people who really are in alignment with you as far as friends, you will never feel a type of way around them. It will just be natural. So I feel like that is definitely something that people do not talk about a lot when it comes to elevating your life, is weaning out what serves you, especially when it comes to the people that you have around you. Butter has hardened a little bit, but we're gonna pop her in the oven now, and we're gonna put them in the oven for 10 minutes, and then we're gonna take it out and butter again, and then put it in the oven for about 3 more minutes. Okay, so now that we put the lobster in the oven, we are gonna start working on our mashed potatoes again. And I just drained the potatoes out of the pot. I just drained the potatoes, they're in the drainer right now. So while I do that, I'm just gonna prepare the little mixture that I put in my mashed potatoes. Use heavy cream. And guys, for the cooking and conversations videos, I just wanted to pop this in here. Anything that you see me put on screen, because sometimes I don't have to, like, because I'm actually like doing this in real time with you guys, sometimes I forget to show you guys what I'm putting. If I don't put a measurement or something like that, it will be in the description for sure. So we decided to cut the squash and zucchini and just keep the asparagus, so I'm gonna prep that right now. So this is obviously way too much asparagus. We're just gonna take a little bit of the bunch and wash it. I'm gonna take like half because honestly we love some asparagus here. To get into the last topic, y'all, before we wrap this up, because basically after the asparagus is done, y'all know it's done. So I like to cut off a good amount because the bottom of the asparagus be hard and chewy, and I don't like that. So I keep them pretty short, and these are going in the trash. So last thing I want to talk to you guys about as far as elevating in our life is definitely pouring into yourself. And I know we hear this a lot, especially nowadays on social media and stuff, but what that means to pour into yourself and to get to know yourself and to love yourself is to truly do what you love. Find out what you love. If you don't know, because I mean, you have to understand that when you're younger, your mind is kind of shaped to do everything that you see other people doing or what people tell you to do. When you get older, you kind of realize either one, that's not something I'm interested in, that it's just not for you. It's kind of something you were forced into. So I feel like the best way to truly get to like elevate your life, because elevating your life is one thing, right? Getting the apartment, having the luxury bags, having the friend group is good and it's all fine and dandy, right? But if you're not happy with yourself, that's who you have to lay down with every night. You know what I'm saying? So get to truly know yourself, do the things that you love. And in your 20s, it's very, very hard because financially you're kind of just like, emotionally you don't really know what's going on. You're learning yourself, other people, it's a lot going on, especially in your 20s, and I'm still going through it. I'm not one giving advice to say this is right or this is wrong. Trust me, I'm still going through it till this day. But one thing I've definitely learned is when you start to pour into yourself and when you start to become happy, your life just starts to do the elevation on its own. And it can be little things like give myself a kombucha and a prebiotic. And that's a sign of me loving myself because I know that I don't have a regulated stomach, right? And I know that's like silly, but like I don't have a regulated stomach, so that me like taking the time to find out what vitamins I need and to give myself that in the morning is a form of self-care to me. And that's something that elevates my life because now like I'm starting to feel better on a daily basis. Something else I really enjoy to do is giving myself time to plan out my content and plan out my life just in general, budget my life. Those little things help me elevate myself and makes my day-to-day very easy, and it just truly like is a form of self-love like no other. Like putting yourself in order, disciplining yourself to do things that may be uncomfortable or annoying is the most important form of self-love I feel like you need for elevation, because you can't elevate if you are in the same spot. And in the same spot meaning that you're doing the same things that equal the same result. You need to do things for yourself that truly, I can't say elevate, but you need to do things for yourself that truly make you happy and truly make truly makes your day-to-day living so much easier. Like, that could be for other people, like going to a Pilates class. That's something that's teaching them flexibility, so that helps them in the gym, and then they're actually able to lose weight, or just using examples. But yeah, we started chatting way too long. I'm gonna put this asparagus on the stove, and then we are good to go. So let me get this asparagus going, and then pop the lobster back in the oven for about another 2 minutes. I'm just using some of the lobster butter here to season the pot. I am going to make this like a piece of Danish on my plate, so I'm gonna place this just right here, just so that it gets the lines on it and stuff for my plate. Add our asparagus right here. So I know y'all see this plate. This plate looks wonderful. I am about to eat and watch Titanic, because a high quality meal deserves a high quality movie. Do you hear me? I do want to thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. We love the meal that we made today. Let me know what else you guys want me to make and what else topics we should talk about. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see y'all later. Bye.